No worries. So, Ascent. I was watching some Ascent games the other day, and they were some of the best scrims I've watched. So hopefully these guys can live up to it as well. Cyphercam coming out over towards A for that, a little bit of that early info, and they get the info someone's there because they shot it out. They don't quite know how many people are here. Oh, I have no idea, bro. I'm going to just say Sage because I cannot pronounce that. Gets first kill over towards B, followed up by another one over towards A. Some nice little bits of aggression over here from Legion. AssailantUK respond with a Gardens push with their last 3 surviving members. The door gets shut. Toka takes someone down just before it shuts completely. And that was a very clean sweep. Toka surviving on 1 HP there. He's lucky counting his... what's the word? He should be getting lottery tickets. Surviving on 1 HP in that little fight there. Quite lucky, if I do say so myself. I'm trying to fix Twitch, actually. If I'd had time beforehand to set it up, it would have been great, but this screen was very last minute. It's still broken, I have no idea, whatever. Nice clean piss around, and they are going to buy pretty heavily into this full heavy armor across the board with 4 Spectres and a Ghost, maybe saving for that AWP in the later stages of the game. Chaos Knight is going to go for this aggressive peek. They see the Sage in the corner, but she pre-fires Sova with the backup. No one's gone down yet, not even taking any damage. Omen jumps through, Hitch gets taken down. Just Mix left alive on this Killjoy. We've seen him play Killjoy quite a lot. And he can't really pull anything out of the bag there. It was just a classic no armor. We weren't really expecting him to. What's my mic doing? Yeah, I've changed some things with my Streamlabs settings as well, so hopefully it sounds a bit better because I was noticing it was cutting out a little bit, like too quick. And it was a little bit annoying to listen to, but hopefully that's not the issue not an issue anymore. Because I tested it and it seemed okay, but obviously I don't really know until I try. Drone comes here and Edge is going to push behind it. And that info, they won't be able to see anyone here. They see a few people mid, but this corner over here hasn't been checked. So it is going to peek out and take that kill quite happily. And they are currently up 2 for 0 trade right now, so this round is looking quite good for them. The door gets shut. That's going to get spammed down pretty easily. Now they're just going to execute onto this B side. The map bomb is in the hands of people. Nephilim tries to take CT spawn, but he can't quite manage to do so. The bomb gets through to the site, so it's not the end of the world. Mix is here taking this kind of aggressive position on the site. Where it goes down to watch market. I'm not sure if that was facing the right way, but it should be fine. People just kind of chilling around spawn right now, and this Cypher, I don't know if you notice on the map, is lurking towards B main. Over is keeping an eye on it, so hopefully he's going to get this kill. Timing is good, but the long range kill with the Spectre is not what you'd really want to see. Mix again, he's kind of debating which angle to hold properly. Peeks out, trades that kill. Guy in B main has already gone down. I don't know to who. That was at some point that happened. And they take around with 2 people left alive, which is good for them. Nice clean. They get the bomb plant, so their money is not going to be too bad. Yeah, so Toka pulls out the AWP. 4th round actually, sorry. That was only allowed because he bought a Ghost 2nd round. Very light buy for him. So hopefully he can do some things with it. It's interesting to see the Reyna one with the AWP. Usually you kind of pick up a jet. You've got somebody who's going to be AWPing, but Reyna also works pretty well. You can peek angles, get a kill, and then get away from it with the disperse. Not really the worst thing. That lineup might force her off this angle, but I don't actually think it's close enough to do so. So they're just going to hold it. It doesn't look like anyone's going to peek into it in this particular round. Third Assailant are going to go for this mid take, although it is being held quite stalwartly by Jelly God. Over here towards the top mid. There was a Sage Wall used for this defense as well. Already got a hole in it. And it's just a really slow round. Playing for info over towards B. Darts coming through. Shock darts as well. Might find a little bit of damage. Nephilim goes down a little bit. Field darts do put some people over towards B, so that might call for a little bit of a rotate. They're pushing in through mid right now with loads of flashes and utility. Omen goes down, Chaos Knight and Sova with a kill for themselves. Mix.
1 enemy remaining.
Then Misfit trading out leaving it in a 2v1, and they don't have the site yet. Sova is still chilling there. Mix trying to push up, doesn't have the bomb, but Misfit is going to find a very quick, clean headshot on Mix. Didn't even have a chance to readjust his aim and get that kill, and his AWP wasn't even really coming into play in that round. Wasn't used, wasn't even shot, I don't think. So I think it might still be unknown to Assailant that they actually have one. So that might be a surprise at some point during this game if they... You know, you don't really expect people to pick up an AWP in Valorant, I feel, until they actually do. Like, it's just not something that I usually feel runs in the back of my mind all the time, just because they're so expensive and much less prevalent in this game. So it's going to be a pretty light buy from the Assailant guys. It looks like they're just going to go for a 5-man B take. KS Knight is already out, but the rest of his team are hiding very far back. You kind of need to go with the team because KS Knight goes down and there's no one really there to back him up instantly. Might have been able to get a trade though onto the Sova, but instead it's just going to be a completely flawless round. Again, second one of this game. And these Legion guys seem pretty confident in these rounds. Again, the AWP not used, so it's still kind of an unknown. They don't know if they've got one. They in fact do, and I mean, Toka, I mean, there's no reason for him not to go for this aggressive A peek because I haven't peeked into it yet, so they're not going to be expecting it. But you're just going to go for it until it works, and then maybe start to switch things up a little bit once they've kind of clocked on to what he's doing here. Kind of a default spread across the map for both these teams here. Is going to be an aggressive push by this Sage, though. Walking up whilst her teammates covering her back. Free fire coming in, Mix just holding this angle. The turret is going to spot them out. So you know they're here, but now... Well, that's the wrong person. Sorry, I was going to say now Toka was holding the angle with the AWP, but he actually gets tagged down really quite low from Mix. He's going to opt to back away from that. And Chaos Knight taking first kill of the round mid. He looks to be showing up on this breach today, which is nice. And Rolling Thunder is available for him for a site take. They've also got a Hunter's Fury and From the Shadows from Omen, so they might be able to do some kind of fake Roonies with this bomb, go to one site and then TP to the other one when it's all the rotates have come through. But there is going to be an Empress on the other side to kind of counteract some of that aggression. Although, on an AWP, I don't know if... No, I think that's the one, like... bad thing about putting Rainer on an AWP, just because that Empress doesn't really affect very much. Nice first shot from him, dismisses away, getting away from this angle, and he's going to be a nuisance in this corner. He's going to be able to plant the bomb. Nephilim is probably going to get it down. Ops, stop it. Fair enough, he felt like he was getting pushed. And he has some decent info as to where everyone else is. He saw Rainer towards A main, I think. And he knows Sage is back up here somewhere. This wall is going to pose quite an issue. He doesn't have time, so he's just going to back away and save this weapon. A good call there. After he got through that wall, there would have been about 4 seconds left. No time to plant the bomb or find the last kill. If he, you know, found the first person on the site in the first place. So the good call here. The save is Twitch back. I changed title on my phone. I have no idea. Oh well, that's a shame. Page just wasn't refreshing on my PC for some reason. Nice dart coming through. I just caught the end of that with a new little fancy thing. There is going to be a push coming in through towards B, and Sova is kind of trying to hold this angle. He's going to get the better of them, but Neat actually gets shot at, but doesn't readjust to the angle in time. So that is going to be quite a nice first kill. Traded back instantly though by this AWP from Toka up towards the short A area of the map. Goes down to 63 HP and didn't stay long enough to get healed back up with Rainer's kit. And they can be pretty confident it's not A. Cypher has pushed up quite far. They've got this short gardens control. You know, Cypher might start to rotate back over towards this B side of the map now, as they can be pretty confident. If it is A, then Toka is going to see it quite quickly. And instead, they're just going to gamble. Hope that it is just going to be a full-on A rush. Reveal dart, sorry. shows that there are two people in this B main area. Jellygod finds the one guy lurking towards mid, which was Mix. Now they know where the last two people are, and they're just going to converge on them. Showstopper comes through, does find Misfit in this spawn. Okay, though, trading that out onto Nephilim is only on 24 HP, so he is, you know, within the realms of getting one shot to the body from this, or Stinger actually. I thought Hitch might have had a better weapon than this. Gonna have to play these close angles. Bomb goes down. And some flashes go out. If he finds his first kill, then he might be able to find another one onto the Rainer, but isn't going to be the case. Jellygod with a nice pre-fire. It's a pretty common place to pre-aim your crosshair there. Because that's where people usually plant the bomb in a clutch situation where they want to be safe.
There.
I was about to sneeze then. And almost around for them, but they are going to be down 6-1 right now, which is really not what you would like. Their money's not looking too hot either. They're going to have to eco if they lose this round, so they really want to start somewhere in this half. Winning this round and getting like 3 off the back of it would be quite nice. Winning this half 6-5 would be quite handy. Chaos Knight just peeking out towards middle without any smokes to cover him. Goes down to Toka. Finally the smoke comes through towards bottom mid, so this ult isn't going to be as powerful or as potent. I mean, you really should have smoked before the AWP got that initial pick, because you were could be pretty confident that it was playing, you know, somewhere towards A or towards mid and canal. The double kill, Jellygod peeking out towards mid through his own smokes, finds another one. And a really nice retake towards mid from these guys on the Legion side. Very confident, nice of them to go for this coordinated retake, and Sage with a double kill from short was a really nice mix with some good crosshair placement, takes him down, but now they know where he is. He's going to pre-fire the angle a little bit, but down to 28 HP. He's not looking too hot for him. AWP shot missed, and he's going to get rushed down by the Omen. Balls. A nice attempt. He got one kill. You can't really expect him to do much more in that situation. He's kind of trapped in that little area underneath mid. Not really any avenues of escape for him. And he was quite blind, so, you know, you didn't really expect him to get that kill unless he was just severely lucky. But I'm going to go down to another really low buy round. Some stingers, a little bit of armor. Just hoping to make something out of this. It looks like they're kind of hunting over towards this A side of the map here. Toka again going to go for this aggressive peek with Sage pushing up off the back line of it. And might find a kill with this aggression this time. Misses the first shot, but are they going to check for the Sage here? They haven't checked it. Toka just going to go back in with the aggression and the frenzy. He does not care. Takes the boombot down, and Nelt is here to back him up. Really nice teamwork coming out from these guys. Chaos Knight finds one kill. He doesn't really have an opportunity to plant the bomb as he's kind of being surrounded by everyone. I mean, they got 2 kills, but at this point the economy damage isn't really a factor just because people are maxed out in cash. They're probably happy to die, right? Because it gives them an opportunity to spend some of the money that they've had maxed out for the past round or two.
There.
And these Assailant guys, they just haven't really had an answer for this AWP in these past couple of rounds. It's been really effective finding initial picks and trades. Very flexible playing over towards this A area. It's either short or it's peeking A aggressively, or mid peeking aggressively. So this guy is keeping people guessing. Smoke goes down, but he should be able to catch people if they peek through it. Nade comes through to back him off the angle, and there's a smoke there for it as well. So at least they're starting to do different stuff about it. But this Sage is just aggroing like across the map everywhere. She aggroes A, she aggroes mid, she aggroes B. These guys are just really flexible in where they play, and they're just going wherever they feel like it. And it's working out well for them, 8-1 right now. Flash comes through, Jellygod's blind, but he does not get checked. He's going to find 2 here pretty much for free. Check your corners, guys. I've been seeing this happen the past few days. People have just not been checking corners. Then you flash out for it and then don't check the corner. That's just really not what you want to see. Misfit's going to take 2 kills for himself, boosting his stats a little bit, and they are looking really confident in this game. Toka 9-1. He's barely died this entire half. And that's something that needs to change if Assailant want to string together some rounds. This AWP has been really prevalent. Not in that round, but in the rounds prior. It is a pretty strong weapon in this game, so you want to get rid of it as much as you can. Costs a lot of money as well, so you're kind of wasting a lot of the enemy's economy if you can drop it and not let them pick it back up again as much as possible. Darts coming over here towards the B side of the map. Doesn't spot anyone out. He's going to kind of reconvene, maybe go over towards mid and help out his teammates. Nephilim with the first kill of the round onto Omin. Playing towards mid. Neldo with a spam through the smoke finds Neff back. And he's just kind of lurking in it. It's nice. I like these guys. They play really aggressively and it works out for them really well. Very coordinated in what they're doing. And Mitch is alone with the bomb. Sova does kind of have his back over towards his mid area. But if he goes down, then they could be in a pretty sticky situation. Does win that duel. Now it's just Hitch executing over this A split.
You should run.
Pretty much completely alone. Lockdown comes through from Killjoy. But this Cypher is safe at the back of the site, so they're going to need to push him. Get this bomb down. He doesn't actually get taken out by Chaos Knight. When the lockdown goes through, not really as effective as you wanted it to be. Instead, that's... bro, I can't speak today. I don't know what it is, man. But instead, it's going to be that Cypher finding 3 kills for himself in that L area over on A. They couldn't quite push him out. And, you know, he wasn't going to get hit by the lockdown, so he's pretty safe, confident in his aim, his ability to defend the site. In his last round and a half already. This was kind of 0 to 100. It was, I feel like it just started, and it seems like it's already pretty much over 10 to 1 right now. I always talk about how this game is relatively easy to come back from any kind of scoreline differential just because of the lack of rounds and how quick they go by. I mean, 10 to 1, they really need to win this round if they want to get anything going into the second half. 10 to 2 is, you know, the best they can hope for at the moment, and at least it's a start. Really good playing in the smoke again. Ascent seems to be aware, and they are spamming it out a little bit. Jelly-God might just have a free kill over towards short. He does. Hitch not checking the angle. Mix goes down. A 3k for this guy. That was nasty. Nice, crisp, clean aim. And Canal is going to clean that up. 11 to 1 for these guys, and they are just pretty much aim machines right now. They're just hitting all the heads that they would ever want. It's working out quite well for them. I got a bit of a cold coming back as well. It's not nice. I had a cold last week. That's why I didn't do very much streaming, because, you know, no one wants to listen to me sniffling, but I seem to have developed another one, which is not fun. But hopefully it's not too much of a problem. Pistol round coming through right now. I mean, if the Legion guys win this pistol round, then, like, you know, there's a pretty slim chance that Assailant have to come back into this round. They've got 3 ghosts on the board, some light armor, and a decent amount of utility, and it looks like they're going to take these weapons over towards A. For the mid to A split. Chaos Knight with huge 2 kills towards mid, taking those guys down as they weren't really looking at him. And that was a really nice bomb is going to go down. Maybe not. Mix peeks out to stop the plant going through, but goes down for his troubles, and they are just 2 people left on this site. Toka and Misfit, they just completely reversed that situation, taking everyone down. Misfit with 3 kills. And Toka again surviving the first pistol round on very minimal HP, 1 shot away from dying, even on that Reyna who has the ability to heal herself. And that was a blink and you miss it moment. It looked like Assailant really had that one in the bag in the 5v3, and then it just completely flips on its head. Rather unfortunate. And they're going to have to force by this round. It's the last round of the game if they don't win. And they haven't. Doesn't look like they have. They're just hoping to win this one with classics. And then win the rest of the game off the back of the economy that they get from ecoing this round. And with these, you know, a better tier of weapons over towards B, it looks like they're in a pretty good spot to win this, especially with Jelly-God taking Neff down through the smoke. Spectres are going to go over to the site, connect with the next kill, and Jellygod with one of his own. The site is completely blown open, but Chaos Knight gets another kill with his classic. Unfortunately, it is not quite enough because Misfit and Toka are there to take them back. And is that the game over already? No? Okay. I guess they are not doing first to 13? Or has the game just completely changed overnight? Is this a new update? Strange. Okay, well whatever. They seem to be just going for like the full distance. It doesn't matter who wins or something. I'm really not too sure what the plan is, but now they have a full buy of rifles across the board. And they do have the weapon advantage in this round. Drone comes through over towards A, and it's just kind of down to Mix right now. He opts to back out of the site instead. And they're just going to play for the retake. Tries to shut the door. Doesn't quite get the angle. And they're just trying to play retake on this. Wall comes through from Sage. And that nade could find quite a lot of damage. It does. Sage goes down a little low. Not quite enough. Satchel charge comes through onto the bomb planter. Doesn't do enough damage to take them down. And a 5v5 in a bomb planted situation. No ults available, so they don't really have anything to get back into this. Killjoy with no utility. They just need to find raw kills at the moment. We find one spam through here. Mix is going to go out onto the site. They just need to find some kills on site. And Toka, Jetstrip and Jellygod. These kills are just all red in the feed. Nobody from Assailant is finding any purchase. Apart from Sova finds 3-4. That would have been so clean. He runs out of ammo, unfortunately. Can't find the 5th one. But damn, that's a highlight reel clip if I've ever seen one. That was spicy. Fortunately, they don't get the round. It's the back of it, but you know, sometimes all you can hope for is just some nice clips to go along with the ride. There's still only one round for Assailant. These Legion guys just seem to be leaps and bounds above the Assailant guys in terms of like aim, confidence, just taking angles with their teammates. Some shorties across the board, Stingers looking for something, but Toka going to find first blood before the round has even started, it seems like. Empress is available for him as well. It seems like it might be a bit of a waste to use it this round, as they are up against pretty bad weapons. Toka takes down Hitch. Hitch did get the dink off, but I mean the Stinger isn't really the best weapon in that situation. Mix is trying to rotate over towards B. Can't quite do it because Cypher holds him in this location. Neff finds the first kill for them of the round though. They might be able to get something else out of this. They can't take Gelstrip down. Unfortunate. But again, it was an eco round, so I'm not quite sure what they're going for in this game, as it's currently on 15 rounds. I guess they're just going for like aim practice, or just practicing different strategies, just see what's happening. Not quite sure. But it doesn't seem like any of their strats have been working up to this point, unfortunately. So, got full rifles again. But at this point, I'm not even too sure what they're going to be able to do with them. They do go for kind of a B stack over here with 3 people on it. No one really watching mid. Hitch is going to kind of lurk over towards it, but they don't really seem to be holding it very aggressively. Hitch taking some damage, and Hunter's Fury comes through from Legion, and it does find Nephilim over towards this B side of the map as well. Found a bit of damage onto someone else, and it's just up to Sova now to find a kill, but he can't quite find that crispy aim that he had in the round previously. Or rounds two rounds ago, sorry. Chaos Knight finds Knelt through the smoke. In a 2v1 right now. Does have Rolling Thunder available, so they might be able to do something with this. Mix finds Omen through the smoke. And a second one onto Toka, so this is the first round in a while that actually looks doable for them. Ult on the board as well. This Rolling Thunder is really pretty key to retaking sites, but no, Gelstrup with a lurk over towards A. Finds both of them, tapping them in the back of the head. They go down. Don't really do anything about that. They didn't really have any reason to be checking A at that point, as there was only 2 people left. And, you know, you would kind of assume that the last 2 people were on the site. But now they know this Cypher is lurking, you know, quite a lot. They might be more aware of it. And look out for that kind of, in that situation. Unfortunately, it's 16-1 right now. And they've got to go for some sort of play. Aggression seems like it might be coming out over towards A. Bolt line comes through. Does disrupt Cypher's camera, but doesn't really find anything else. They don't get a kill off it. Door does get shut, and they hear that people have already pushed up towards short. They feel like it's going to be A, but the Legion guys have kind of dispersely spread across this map still, and Bomb is actually over towards B, it looks like. Sova can't quite find that kill onto Toka, and that actually might call for a rotate back towards B. Assailant do realise this, and they kind of get back off the A site, realise, right, we kind of invested too much into everyone going towards A. If they push mid right now, Knell, he might be in a decent situation. Take this B site. If you can get down Hitch right now, or if Hitch gets the kill, then they can be able to secure the bomb. But no, Knell with the crosshair placement finds that kill. A very quick readjustment. Just down to Mix. He gets kills in his own right. Got lockdown available, but in a 1v4, I wouldn't really expect to see him go for it. He does, I think, catch a glimpse of Omen going up towards Heaven. If he doesn't check the left side right now, he could go down. People with their knives out, and Knell gets his weapon back out in time to take down Mix. And these rounds are just looking so clean. Doesn't seem like Assailant really have anything to say about this. Just all red. Only one round, third round, and that was where Assailant had the better weaponry. So if they can get themselves into more situations where they have the better guns, might work out for them, but currently it is not looking too hot. They just need to do something different. Clearly what they've been doing, these defaults every round, haven't been working, so they need to just switch it up a little bit, go for something else. They do have a lockdown available to maybe slow down this A site take. And Gilliard is going to TP towards Heaven with this from the shadows. And that's something you might be able to expect. Now he's just gone back to the site, so obviously he's not going to be able to get too much off of his TP other than a little bit of site control. And again, back to this 5v5 retake over towards A. Falling Thunder comes through, Lockdown comes through, Knell gets the first kill, but Chaos Knight returns it over towards short and is going to find an upgraded gun for his trouble. So this Lockdown's going to find two people on site when it goes off. One player actually, because Hitch had already taken down Toka. So they can be pretty confident these last guys are over towards A main. But what they don't know is that Cypher is coming in with a flank, and it comes up pretty huge. Misfit finds 2 kills of his own. But through the smoke as well, man. I don't know what you could do. These guys are really clean. Too clean. They haven't made what seems like a mistake this entire game. These Cypher lurks are coming out pretty strong. Line up for his tripwire here. Towards A. And yeah,
okay, let's get
I really don't know how Assailant can come back into this, or how they would come back into it if it's not just to 13 rounds. Maybe they're doing it to like 20, 30, I'm not sure. And, you know, I said they might just be practicing strats, right? But they don't seem to be doing much different. They do have 2 people, or make that 1 person. They were kind of stacking over to here towards short, but they're kind of giving it up already.
Found them.
3 people towards mid, and it's just Killjoy over here towards his A side of the map. A weak sight hold, currently. Legion guys just working mid right now. These flashes are used, but they're not actually peeking out with them. Chaos Knight finally goes with Omen Flash and takes down Toka towards mid. I mean, if you bait out these flashes and don't peek with them, then eventually Legion are just going to stop like hiding when they get flashed. Because they're like, oh, they're not going to peek us, and then he does it on the final one. He is in a pretty good position right now to find Hitch, and he does do so, and Misfit finds another kill over towards Mix mid. So with the A push right now, they can be pretty confident that it's completely open, and they're going to gamble for it, and they actually guess right. It's going to be taken from all corners of the map. I mean, technically there could be people in hell right now, but they're just going to hope that there isn't, and leave Sage to just find these picks over towards CT Spawn. He's doing a pretty good job of it. Lagging, it seems. I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but he finds 3k kills for himself in this round. Just Sova left in a 1v2 clutch. Dart comes through, and Cypher peeks out off the back of it. taking him down. These guys, man, they don't even need to play sight. They get info of where the last guy is, they push out towards mid. Sofa has a lineup, reveal him, and then Cypher peeks off the back of it. This team coordination is pretty much on point. They're looking really quite good. 19-1 coming into the 21st round here. Gonna have to ask the Assailant guys what the rules of this is, because I'm not quite sure of them myself. It's just Vandals and Phantoms across the board. Legion haven't picked up the AWP on the offense, which is interesting. Maybe they feel they don't need it. I'm not sure. Chaos Knight and Mix with the aggression over towards A. Flashes come through from both teams. Mix finds trade. 2-4-1 on that life of Mix, but not really looking too good because they're down to a 2v1 and they've got res available, so it's now back to the 3v1. Legion with the advantage. This door gets shut right now. They might be able to get across the bomb site to plant for free, but instead Knelt, just feeling good with his aim, tries to go for the peak. They're not going to shoot it at all. Hunter's Fury comes through to try and stop this bomb plant, but he can't quite find the angle. Again, Cypher's going to go for this lurk over towards mid and short. I don't know if Hitch is going to be expecting this at all. If we check the map, I think that might be an alarm bot that might spot them out. Hopefully Oka can get this kill, and no, he doesn't. Okay, well, Oka is just taking people down left, right, and centre with this Cypher lurk. I mean, it would have come in pretty huge if it had actually been needed. And yeah, Oka just doesn't want his teammate to get all the glory, the kills for himself. Yeah, you would think if they were just practicing strats, they would go for like some sort of infinite money type thing and not just infinite rounds. I'm not really sure what the plan is here. Well, Sova does throw a dart and get some information. Hunter's Fury comes through, gets some tags, but there's just utility kills for this entire round. Nephilim finding one with the Grid, Hunter's Fury finds one, and a Shock Dart found one previously, so no one's actually, like, you know, physically seen each other yet. That's going to change, though, with this drone coming in from Legion. See some people over towards CT, throw some Shock Darts towards it, and the bomb is actually down on B right now, so this is in a pretty good spot for Assailant to take their second round. That is until Gel Strip comes in with a flank and takes Chaos Knight back of the head with this Vandal finding a second onto Hitch. Mix is only just now rotating off the A side of the map, even though the bomb's been down, so it is just up to Nephilim with this frenzy to go big or go home. All comes through so they can peek the site safely. This might actually just give Nephilim a nice advantage with this close range weapon. Unfortunately, he's not quite close enough. Misfit finds a fall away headshot, and Cypher with the perfectly timed peek over towards CT finds Mix again. This guy is just a master of shooting people in the back of the head, and I mean, it's working, so why not? Keep going with it. $21 rounds. It's just weird to see that. 21 rounds? Like, why is that a thing? I wonder how long this is going to go on for, if they're going to go for a different map afterwards, or they're just going for, you know, a full hour-long session of just Ascent. Ascent, 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 Ascent. Not sure we will see. Fast mid-take from Legion. Dropping bomb down, doesn't want to deal with carrying it. And pre-fire over towards where these flashes are coming from isn't going to find anyone, because it's just Chaos Knight using all three of them. Play for time, one after the other in quick succession. Peeks out for the perfect timing when Jellygob is checking the other corner. Another one. Toka is not going to be so lucky with that engagement. And he has moved away. Misfit does check the corner. Nephilim is right there for trade. Showstopper is available, so he might find one. No, Sage gets away by the skin of their teeth. Tail tucked between their legs, jumping over that little ledge over towards short, practicing their aim a little bit on their teammate. Nephilim with the off angle finds another kill in this round. Nade comes through, finds some damage over towards Knelt. And a jumping kill from Nephilim with the Phantom. They finally managed to get second round on the board. I mean, good for them, right? But unfortunately, this isn't going to lead to any sort of weapon deficit for the Legion guys, because they've been pretty much maxed out for like the entire game. They finally lose enough players to warrant picking up the AWP. Really good comes out with that one.
Alarm bot out.
Obviously, the Assailant guys don't really have enough cash to pick one up of their own, so I'm interested to see how they kind of counter this. It does look like it might be over towards B, and the shot and the reveal dart actually goes in a little bit too deep. It doesn't find very many people. Really good going for the spam through the wall on Nephilim, who is revealed towards spawn. Don't worry, he's not wall hacking. Not as far as I'm aware, actually. He was just shooting at someone his teammate had revealed. And it looks like that is going to warrant for a rotate back around. Drone is coming through. Does see Omen trapped in here, but he is going to have From the Shadows available to get out of there over towards A. Nephilim does hear it and he cancels it, so he's still over towards his B side of the map. There is going to be an engagement going down there at some point. Nephilim gets hit by his own teammate's fault line. Luckily no one peeked him at that time. And this mid control might be turning into a B take now with a nice off angle finds Chaos Knight. He was not expecting that whatsoever. Just so left alone on B. Doesn't get revealed by the dart. And they might be lulled into a false sense of security and think it's completely open, but no, Misfit's going to check it. And Itch did use his own From the Shadows to get to the back of the site. Jellygod with the sliding classic takes him down, and GG coming through. I think that means that the game is over. What was it, 22, 23 to 2? Something like that.